What's going on, YouTube? Claykeysalt here, and today I have a special video for you guys. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth released a few days ago, and I have something special here I finally got in. It is the collector's edition, and I'm so excited to finally have it. I've had an ordeal with wondering if I was going to get this lost or if I'd get my hands on it, so I'm going to go over that story really quick for you guys before we pop this puppy open and show you guys all 19 inches of Sephiroth, as the old meme is. So, I pre-ordered this as soon as it came out. If you guys see behind me, if I can move this way, Cloud is right there on my wall, right below the Final Fantasy VII art right there. I found it at a con one time, and I decided to myself, it's a lot of money, don't get me wrong, you guys all know that, but I already had the first one. I'm going to go with all three, because there's supposed to be three coming out, so I'll get Cloud, then it was Sephiroth, and I'm hoping the last one to be something like Tifa, or something like that. I really don't, maybe you guys can let me know in the comments below who you think the last collector's edition is going to be. So I ended up ordering it, so I would say around like the beginning of February. Now the game released last Thursday, but the beginning of February, I get a notice from Square Enix that it has been shipped and that I should be on the lookout for it, right? That's what the thing said. Your order has shipped. So I click on it and I'm like, cool, let me check the shipping, and it's by UPS, and it says the shipping label has been created. And I'm like, okay, that's normally what happens. You know, when somebody is going to ship something, it takes a few days for the shipping label to be made. They slap it on the side of it, and they release it out to you. It takes a couple days. So I would say about a week passed from that, because again, it was very, very early. There was no way I was getting it that early. And they said that UPS had the item and it was in Vegas. Okay, so that was an update I got, and I do believe that was around like maybe the 15th or 16th of February. I think it was the 16th though of February, where it said, we have your item, it's in Vegas. And I was like, okay, cool. So then it gets closer to release, and the game's coming out Thursday Eastern at noon at midnight. And so I was like, okay, I want to get my hands on it, but if I have to wait a little bit longer, it's got to come in. That's why I committed to the collector's edition instead of like going to the store and buying it, or just downloading it online. Like physical copies are something that I want, and I know a lot of my friends also want. So I went ahead and went the collector's edition. So I said I can wait a couple days or whatever until it comes in. So I was thinking maybe a day or so. So order updates, right? It finally updates after like 3 weeks of after getting it sent from Square Enix and it was in UPS's hands, that hey, your order will be there on Friday. So it's like, okay, cool. All Thursday, maybe you guys could be playing it, and then there won't be as bad as spoilers for you guys to see. If you guys want to swing by and watch my playthrough, I can wait a day. It's okay. I'll get all my affairs in order and I'll be ready for it. Well, I noticed that it hasn't moved at all from Vegas, and we're getting like days, I'd say like 4 days, maybe on Monday. I'm days away from maybe this game needs to be to me, and Vegas is on the other side of the country from me, and I'm thinking, okay, this thing's got to be moving or it's not going to get here in time, even for the Friday, not on the release date, but the Friday after, it's not going to make it. So I start looking on Reddit, and I type in shipping collector's edition, and a lot of people are worried about it, right? They're saying, sometimes it gets there a couple days later, and that didn't bother me at all. Some people are really bothered, but for me, it's whatever. But some of them were like, yeah, mine has not moved from Vegas at all. Others, it said, hey, it's on its way. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And then I saw this post that was like, hey, I called UPS because I was worried about my collector's edition as well. And it turns out that a conveyor belt exploded. I don't know if it's exploded. A conveyor belt problem. Me, I always hype up things. And a lot of the collector's editions were lost, stolen, exploded, dead, burned. And you're not getting your Sephiroth, essentially. That's what UPS told this person. And that freaked me out. So I immediately contacted UPS and I was like, hey, I'm sweating bullets over here. Is there anything going on with my package, or is this like nonsense? Well, the agent told me, hey, it hasn't updated in over a day, which had been several days because it had been in Vegas, and that means it's lost, so I need you to put in a claim. So I put in a claim with UPS. I'm like, hey, this is what it is. It's a collector's edition. Like, I need this item. Please enter. And immediately when I do that, just so you guys know, when you file a claim with UPS, it deletes the tracking. Like I could no longer see it was arriving on Friday anymore. It said a file has been claimed. That was it. So that was like the worst. I was like, this is actually the worst, because I don't even know if it's scanning in. And then, I'm getting very worried. And then you guys might be wondering, well, it ended up taking care of itself, which you're correct. But like, this is a top dollar product, and I know you guys know that. And I spent some money. I splurged on it a little bit. But I really wanted to collect the collection here of the 3 games that are coming out. And if you looked on eBay or other sites where you could buy it, it is doubled or tripled in price from what it was on the Square Enix website. So you can't just replace it. I don't know how many Square Enix Sephiroth statues there are out there that they made, but it's not. I just thought there's no way of replacing this, right? Excuse me. I'm stuttering because I was so worried about it. They could give me the money back, is what I assumed, which is cool, but that money was not replace the value of the product, and it's not really anything they can do, and it sounds like it's UPS's fault. I was losing my mind. So I take to Twitter, I'm like, hey guys, are any of you guys having this problem or have a solution for me that maybe be going on with this? Several people were also stuck in Las Vegas without moving, and it became like this big thing where it's like, oh my god, did all these like collector's editions go missing? So I waited a couple of days, and now we're on Thursday. It's the release, and I'm bummed because I think mine's lost. And I just want to shout out to Blitz. It's one of my longtime viewers. It ended up coming to me and being like, "Hey man, they have this version, the deluxe version, at GameStop." And I was like, "That's cool, but I want to wait because it comes with my collector's edition. I don't want to just spend another, I think it was like $99 on the game, and I don't want to spend $70. Even if it's on a release, I really want to play it. I'll just wait until I get my version of it." And I said, "Thank you so much." And then they said, "Well, you know, I could get the game for you if you really want to play it, because everybody wants to see, you know, there's a lot of people want to see you stream it, or I want to see you stream it and have fun. I want you to have a smile on your face." And I said, no, thank you so much. I can wait. I'm good. Well, anyway, Blitz is persistent and ended up gifting it to me. So again, I've said thank you so much, Blitz. And if you're watching this video, thank you so much. But playing the game on release was super fun, and thank you for that. But more so, it was just the kindness of you to even think about giving that to me. So, and making my day better. The day was really shit, as a lack of better terms, until you did that. And that really just made me just super happy. So thank you so much. So I need to throw that in there for my man Blitz. So anyway, so he does that for me, and then Friday, Saturday comes along, and there's no updates, and I do believe it was Saturday or Sunday. Okay, I'm thinking Saturday, that finally something blipped up on my UPS thing, and it says, "Hey, your package has been found in Illinois." So there was no update until it was just in Illinois, and it said your scheduled shipping date has been changed to Monday, which is today. I'm recording this video, and I said, "Oh my God, thank you that it is not lost," because again, as I've laid out, it's the secondary market's too outrageous to buy it again, and who knows if Square Enix is even going to replace them, or if they even have the product to replace them. So it ended up being okay. It was not a fun, worrisome problem thinking about it for the last week, worrying that this is gone, but today's the day we finally get it, so we get to just get rid of all those bad feelings and finally open this thing up. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. I'm not one of those people that keep it, and if you're like that, that's cool. If you keep it in the box and keep it forever, that's fine. But for me, life's too short. I bought this thing. I want to have it on display, and I want to see what it's all about. So we're gonna open this thing up, and I'm gonna show you guys what exactly it is. All right. So as we're opening this stuff up, remember it is remember, I'm telling you now, it is on continuous focus now instead of manual focus. So this light over here sometimes makes it like be weird with focusing. So I'm doing the best I can, but I wanted it to be that way so I could turn it in like this, so it looks really nice. So this is the first thing we have here. It's the deluxe edition of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Now, Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3 also had a box like this as well. So it's going to be almost exactly the same as the other one. So it looks like this is what Square Enix is doing when it comes to these products, when it comes to the collector's edition, or the deluxe editions, I guess. Like, you could get this without the collector's edition. And yes, I know I could have kept it sealed because I already have the game on my PS5, but I ain't doing that, okay? It's not me. I just lost $1 billion value with this, but I don't care. It's for me. It's not really for me to collect and then sell when I'm on my deathbed to anyone that wants to get their hands on it. So, looking inside of the box, we do have, it looks like, all the goodies that we have in here. So first up, we have the game. So it looks like it has a little tab here where I can start pulling things out. So the first thing in here is going to be the mini soundtrack. So let me try to get this off here. The mini soundtrack here, and it's cool to always have one of these. Now, I don't really have a CD player anymore. Both of my computers don't even have a disc tray to put this in. My car actually has a CD player in it, believe it or not, before they all got taken away. So I think this is more of a cool item to have, and I think the disc is supposed to be pretty cool, which is why I'm also opening this. And some of you collectors out there, I'm sure, I'll stop saying this, but some of you collectors are sure, like, please stop ripping open the plastic. It's making it worth less and not as good. But for me, it's for me to enjoy. That's why I paid this money. And all this plastic, got to make sure my pets don't get in on that. Yes, I knew the disc was good. I've seen it. So we'll take the disc out of here, if I can, slightly. I'm going to put it back in just so it's staying straight up and down. But see, the disc is extremely cool. It's a very nice render of Cloud, which is a very high render of Cloud, this picture of him. And Rebirth itself is really, really awesome. So this is definitely cool. It'd be cool to have it like open like this maybe. Oh, it's trying to get my face. Open like this maybe on display and show the disc, because the disc is really cool with it. I'm going to lay that right back into its little slide it came in to pull out. And then we're going to move on to the next item that's in this. So the next one we have here is the art of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's a little tiny book. You can see that's about as big as my hand. And then here's the front. And then the back just has Square Enix on the back, right? And I'm not going to go through every page of this. I'm just going to open it up and go through a couple pages. But I haven't gotten to this part in the game, but I cannot wait. The Golden Saucer, waiting to play with Kate Sith. Gonna be sick. And there's that high render of Cloud again. And then I guess it's going to go through all the characters here. So I'm going to go through a couple more pages here, show you guys that. Can't wait to get all the way through it. These are cool. These are like drawn, just like render arts, I guess, of them. Like, I guess of the, art style they wanted to go for each of these characters. And then let's go to like one of the last pages. And yeah, I'm assuming that this is, areas. So this is going to be like areas that we'll end up going through with the game. Temple of the Ancients, of course. That's a big one. We have Shinra Manor, all kinds of cool stuff in here. So going to be looking over that book. It'd be nice to look into it. Let me know if you guys probably don't want to look through every one of the pages on that, but maybe you do. And then next up we have this, which is one of the coolest things I think they have. It is a metal. This is metal. You know, like it's different where you put the game in. What am I trying to think of? Game case. I can't think of those words. So there it is. I love the picture of Zack carrying Cloud. Again, this is the difference when it comes to remake and the original game. So things are going crazy. We can see that on the back. Opening it up, there's not really too much in here besides what looks to be the new system. Like the characters, and again, no spoilers. I've barely gotten into the game because I'm doing all the side quests that are so fun. But they stand in front of something that looks like transmutation circles. You know, from Full Metal Alchemist. Not sure what all that means yet. People are telling me maybe it's like, again, these are guesses. This is like the leveling up system is behind them, but I don't think so. But anyway, this is, I worry about this because it does feel like it could scratch easy. So I've got to be very careful with this, but this is one of my favorite parts about getting the deluxe edition is just how sick this looks. And Zack and Cloud, some of my favorite characters of Final Fantasy of all time, so that's cool. And then last but not least in here, we do have the Big Daddy, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the actual game. And this one, okay guys, I can keep this one closed. I ain't got to worry about that too much. This is I've already got it downloaded, so I don't need to open the disc. But remember, there is 2 discs in here. It's like an installation disc and the game disc, so I didn't have to worry about that because I got it downloaded. Okay, cardboard as expected, protective paper. I'm gonna have to lay this down. Oh, I can show you the box, I guess. This is what it says, Sephiroth. Static Arts is always normally the... I guess it's the company that makes all of their, like, individual figures. Static Arts also makes other figures as well. This almost seems like one of those boxes because it's so thick in here that I'd want it to open it and then lay it down and let it fall out. But I think I'm fine. I'm being very careful opening it or getting it out of it. Ah! So, dang. Okay. Black box. On the front, Static Arts. And then, let's see if I can get that to zoom in. Sephiroth. So pretty cool. I do have some markings on it, but I don't really care about the box itself because, again, I'm taking it out of the box. But I appreciate them putting the tissue paper all around it. All right. If you guys need the instruction manual, here you go. You guys can read that. Look at this. We got to put them together. Hey, this is going to be difficult. His head doesn't even come on, dude. What the heck? This is some complicated stuff. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so number 1, we got to put his head on. So I'm going to lay this down, pop this little top piece off, and we can see what's in here. Oh, God. He isn't together. Look. Look at this thing. Oh, his head's off. There's a wing there. I don't even know what that is. That his arm? I don't know what that thing up top is. I don't know what that is. I think it's his arm. Okay, so we'll take it out piece by piece. Take a look at it. All right, very carefully. His beautiful locks of hair. Here you go. Floating head Sephiroth. So there's his head. Here's one of the other first pieces. Oh my God, this thing is sick. Look at the detail on this. Look at that wing. So that wing's sick. We'll lay that to the side. Okay, I want to see what this piece was. I don't know what it was. Oh, it's the other wing. Okay. I thought it might have been his arm. There we go. Or maybe it's part of that wing? Oh. I was wondering, it was like 2 wings. It's a 1-winged angel. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway. All right, so I would try to take the body out of there, but it looks like I need to take this piece out first. Lay that to the side. Holy shit. That sword is huge. Look how big it is, dude. Let me see if I can show you guys. Holy smokes, the detail on it is amazing. Here, I'll do a little turn around the catwalk for you guys. Look at the shoulder plates on this man. Okay, so the first thing it tells us to do is put the head in. So I'm gonna try to carefully do that. Shouldn't be too bad, right? I don't want to break anything. Dude, I am the worst at this. I monkey muscle my way through it all. Okay. It says assemble in the diagram. So it's his head on first, which I'm trying to put on. Oh, I didn't take the sword out yet. Oh, there's lots of stuff in here I haven't taken out yet. Sephiroth now has a head. He's getting ahead in life. Okay, next up, I think it says to put the sword in his hand. It's one of the things I have to be kind of careful of is I don't want to drop this on the ground. Look at this! It's massive! Swing, swing, swing. And it's supposed to go into his hand, and it's supposed to go behind him. So I'm assuming it slips in right here, I guess. Let me see. It doesn't want to go in his hand easily, I guess. See, I have to read the instructions. I'm a freaking idiot. Look at this. This is why you read the instructions, guys. I would never have thought to, bink. You have to take this little piece off so it'll fit in his hand. And then it goes to the side and holds it in his hand. I'm trying to freaking, look how easy that was now. I'm an idiot. Anyway, there we go. The katana has been pushed into his hand, and it's looking good now. So, slowly coming together. Here we go. This is what he stands on, y'all. Holy. This is crazy. Look at this thing. What's on the bottom? I gotta be careful. I don't want anything to fall over. Okay, the bottom's just whatever. But there it is, dude. Okay, so we're supposed to put him in this. So I want to look and see exactly how it's supposed to work. It seems to be the way he's supposed to be standing. I'll put it on the instructions this time. Try to give myself a little more room because his feet don't exactly slide straight in there. It's like I have to separate his legs. So here we go. He's coming together now. Let me see if I can move it back enough. Look at this. It's as big as my torso. Look at this man. Standing proud and strong on top of this thing. Holy shit, dude. Oh man, I'm not a toy opener or a model opener, so this is the best I can do. I think the camera's doing a great job though. All right, next part is there's something on his back. Let me see if I can show you. Right there's that hole where you can put this in. So what sucks about this is I need to keep track of this little piece or the thing isn't completed. So I can't be losing that. Okay, again, just a little bit of monkey strength. Okay, now we have a giant wing made, which is sick. Okay, there we go. I just always worry I'm gonna be like, ha! This is gonna break. Here we go, guys. The completed statue from the collector's edition. And oh my goodness, does it look incredible. It's tough to get it all in the shot because of how massive it is. Try to turn him around here for you guys. I know it's trying to focus on my face, but there it is, guys. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to put him somewhere. I think I'll put him on the shelf next. I'll make another shelf and try to put him on the shelf next to Cloud or something. But I'm also afraid to kind of just let it go. But you're gonna have to let it go when it's on the thing. There it is, dude. That might be the thumbnail. Who knows? But that is Sephiroth, guys. I'm so excited to have this. Thank you guys so much for continued support. If you guys want to watch me playing Rebirth, I've been streaming on both YouTube, where you're watching this now, and on Twitch. If you want to see the Rebirth replays, the VODs, you know where you go to videos on my channel? Go to live. They're all there. They just hide them away from you guys because they're live videos, and it makes sense. It kind of gets annoying to see a bunch of live things there. But anyway, whoo, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if this guy's looking sweet or not. And who do you think will be the third collector's edition statue? I want to know. I'm hoping it's Tifa myself. Subscribe for future content, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.